Hello, everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast. While I'm sure audio listeners will not really understand it, like this is not going to be an issue. But like 5 minutes before the podcast happened, I was handed a plate of food, and I had to eat it.
You're an evil person.
No.
How does that make me evil?
You know what you are.
Isn't that what Kobe
And you know
said?
what they say, you are what you eat. Oh!
Yeah, what are you eating then?
It was pork chop and eggs.
Okay.
So,
Protein.
yeah, lots of protein. That's basically it. Carp says hello. Hello, Carp, how are you?
It's good, Carp.
But
That's
yeah,
Carp.
It's good,
this is the King of Anime podcast, where every week we talk about all sorts of seasonal anime and stuff like that. And if we don't like them, we decide, hey, we hate them and we're going to kill them and never have to watch them again. They're the worst anime ever created of all time. And if we like them, we kill them anyways. Because drama.
And
because we're edgy.
Yeah, we're cool and edgy like that. Elizabeth says, happy Monday, everyone. Albert says, how's everyone doing? And QRW6 says, what up, KOA? Golden Kamuy made its return, and the past 2 episodes have been great. The CGI bear no longer exists.
Well, that's what made it great.
I swear, one day, eventually, we're going to watch Golden Kamuy on this podcast. It's going to happen.
Not me.
Uh-oh.
Actually,
What?
I don't know. I can't base it off anything. I don't know if it's good or bad. I just know CGI bear equals awful.
There's a certain character I think you would like, EA. And he likes flowers. And I think you like flowers.
You don't know me very well.
Wait, doesn't he like to eat the flowers? I can't remember.
I don't even
Then
know
that's
what character you're talking about.
That is definitely not me. I don't eat flowers.
I can't
I eat
remember.
teddygrams.
You haven't had
I mean-
the right flower down.
Light Ruler says, I'm here for the Toradora review.
Well, it's time to learn Chinese, buddy. We're not doing it over here.
QRW6 says, because they've been, well, the bear art. I just had a brain aneurysm.
The bear art, be good to be bear.
Story is still dope. Yes. Golden Kamuy is one of those shows where the art is... It's clearly a budget show, but the writing is so good that people just flock towards it and really appreciate it for that. Despite the art not being as... and the animation not being as well as they probably could be.
I still gotta read that series.
Or the manga has really, really good art. Like, crazy good art.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Philip says, let's get our boys' likes and subs up. Time for some face reveals after they are attacked by some water slashes. You're right.
Water slash.
Like
from Demon Slayer?
Yeah, Haganazuka. We're gonna be sexy like him, all 3 of us.
Sexy.
Wait, you didn't think Haganazuka-san was sexy?
We all have our tastes.
I cry. I mean, he's sexy though, right? Like, I'm not in the EA. You got me right. He's sexy, right? I'm not.
I don't even know who that is.
You're all alone, see. Again.
I thought you liked Canute anyway, you cheater.
Listen.
That's what he does. Serious
Canoe-
cheater.
What? No. Okay, so this is ridiculous. We're moving on to viewer questions. We have a Google Doc in the description below, where if you click it, you can write in questions, and we'll read them live on the air. We'll try to read. I can't read. I don't know how to read. I just guess.
I just learned a few days ago.
I'm just
It's crazy.
here.
Yep. Sounds a lot like KOA. First question: what would Kettle have to offer you to go to war for him? That's a good question.
So like, what's the base? Like what? Okay, because if I'm choosing something, I'm trying to get everything I can get. But what would be a good thing for this time period?
I already know what I want.
I want 2 horses. All right.
Wow, you're going in.
I want
Maybe some goats.
I want your finest crops, like a bundle of that.
Corn.
And I want 5 gallons of well water.
All right.
Straight from the well.
I mean that's a very respectable answer. I cannot deny. What about you, EA?
For me, I just want to get monetized on YouTube. If he can promise me YouTube monetization money, oh yeah, I'll go to war for him.
He's gonna tell you to dance with the guy from Oshi No Ko.
In that case, I'm joining the Vikings.
So you probably better bet anyways.
If that's what happened, I'll go to their side. I'll go to Canute's side and said, he did it. It's all him. Kettle, get him.
Well, he's gonna have to offer me a lifetime supply of Crave.
Back to Crave. Back to Crave.
And and there's only one person that is allowed to serve me Crave. That is, of course, a just continually forever and ever crawling on the ground Arnhide. And the only
I can't pour this. My arms are broken.
I want
A
my
person
damn Crave.
died. A person died.
Listen,
You bastards.
she just took a nap. I'm gonna come by. I'll pick her up. We'll get her some real medical attention, like I don't know, like a free medical clinic, something like that. And then we're gonna fix her up, and then she's just gonna crawl.
This
To my Crave.
This isn't
Crawling
one of
for
your
Crave.
fan fictions. This
No,
isn't one
no,
of your
no,
fan
no.
fictions.
No,
This
we're
isn't
gonna-
Dragon Ball Z. She's dead because of you.
Because of me? Because she served Crave? Crave is
You kept-
good.
You
She can
You
eat some of
worked
the
her until
Crave
she
too.
died. You worked her until she died. She's no
No.
longer living because of you.
You really like that Crave?
All for
Listen.
Crave?
It's Crave. What do you mean?
All for Crave? Is that
of
what a human's
course.
life is worth to you?
Yeah.
Have you no shame?
No.
I'm leaving. I'll see y'all.
Bye, Satsuki. Here's your Crave Master.
No, none of the master stuff. She's
okay.
just serving me Crave. That's all.
All right, let me spoon feed it to you.
After tasting Crave,
Oh.
he was right.
Oh, you see, oh yeah. See, we can get Arnhide.
Just had some Crave.
Yeah.
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 I didn't like her that much anyways.
What? So you're not gonna have her serve you Crave?
Well, I don't think she could do it now, but
Definitely not.
yeah, I can see why you would work her until she died. Good stuff.
Elizabeth's. I can't believe I'm about to read this. It says, "Oh, for craving out loud."
Hold on.
We don't get a lot of puns here, KOA. So this is a new. All new. Oh.
There you go.
Albert says, "I don't know if they got YouTube in that period. It would be cool if they did." A good point.
Yeah, they do.
How
In
to
my
eat
version.
a Joms Viking.
Why do you think Kettle was all worked up? It's because he watched a bunch of YouTube videos, getting him all like misinforming him. He watched a bunch of the quartering. He was just watching quartering the whole time.
Oh my god. He
And
was just
see-
so upset.
Viewers of KOA, if you didn't know, the John's Vikings watch KOA religiously. They're as strong as they are because they watch us
Yeah.
every time we stream. So if you want to be as strong as a John's Viking, watch KOA
They love
at
all...
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mondays. Thank you.
That's pretty smooth. They all when they when they go in for like their battle scream or whatever, they all do this together.
I'm scared now.
If they did that, yeah, you would terrify everybody. Just terrify everybody.
Well, next question. Finally on to the second question after 6 minutes. You have to spend a year with a lolly living with you, following you around everywhere. Which lolly are you picking?
None. Nuking them all with my fucking mini nuke from Fallout.
Could be her father
what?
figure. Maybe this lolly is like sad and just needs a father.
Yeah, I have the cure for that.
Oh, you do?
It's called grinding up her bones.
Oh god.
Putting the casings of what used to be her bones into a shotgun and killing other lollies with dead lollies.
My god. Sounds like a grim folk tale.
Very poetic in a way.
And remember, kids, if you have insomnia, we're gonna grind you into bits.
Disney is going to sue us an exorbitant amount of money.
I mean,
yeah, they need money.
I mean, I think we have a better legal team than probably DeSantis, so we got this. Wait, we have a legal team, right?
Let's test it out. Let's say something super offensive and see if we can bounce back from it.
I don't think we have Saul Goodman anymore. He's in jail.
Well, there you go.
That's why we haven't been able to see Veronica for so long. Everyone at KOA is getting arrested. What the hell?
Well, I have been playing Ace Attorney recently, so I think I could do a pretty good job. I got a good objection pose. I own a suit without a tie.
There was also Mia at that one time. Then she died.
Yeah, like so far I solved every case, and I think that speaks to my resume. I think I'd be a pretty good lawyer.
You're the new legal eagle.
Yeah, so just count on me.
All right, we can count on Satsuki.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. If you could have a pet... Well, I guess I didn't give my answer yet. You know what?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Fuck them kids.
All right. KOA hates kids.
Yeah.
I'm choosing...
so proud of you than I am right now.
I'm choosing Homura Kimi from Madoka Magica because she can manipulate time, and that'll be cool. And she's kind of self-sufficient, so I don't have to worry about taking care of her.
Oh, there you go. Next question. If you could have a pet from any show you watched during KOA, which would it be? Can we say Flying Nimbus?
We had this question before.
I think we have, and I have a perfect pet. That would be Ein from Space Cowboy. What the hell? From Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Well,
he'd be a cutie.
I'm choosing Kirara from Inuyasha.
That's right. I think you picked that one last time. She'd be a cutie too.
Yeah. Can fit in your pocket and also just defend your home when necessary.
Oh my gosh. How about any Pokemon? I mean, that's kind of a pet.
Yeah, true. So, whoa, somebody in the chat says Sasuke is my lawyer. Oh God, I'm spending my life in prison. Well, I can't do anything about your 36 bodies that you have in your crawl space.
Yeah.
Like even the best lawyer can't do anything about that.
Yeah, if you do something illegal,
I'd like
you get fucked.
I'd like to see Saul Goodman try to Get that one. I mean, he tried to help. Remember the very first episode? Your Honor, these kids, they didn't know what they were doing. And the defense didn't even say one word. All they did was put in the tape for a video and played it, and they were messing with like a dead body or something, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
they screwed.
Sickening.
Well, I pick Blue Eyes White Dragon.
That the same thing that destroyed Yugi's grandfather?
More
That
or
one?
less. Yeah.
Oh, you stink!
What? Blue Eyes is fucking cool. You gotta sacrifice 3 people to, like, summon them. I cried. Next question. Who's your favorite K-pop group?
I don't have one.
I want to say I don't really have one. I don't really, and if I do, I don't know their name.
All I know of is that group Pink because of Light always constantly talking about them.
Yeah. So I'm in the same boat as you guys. Maybe more so Satsuki. So I'm gonna say Lisa. Not that I know anything about Lisa, but I can say that.
Yeah, so KOA supports Blackpink.
Yeah. I guess BTS is pretty cool. They have that Smooth Like Butter song. I like that song.
There you go. EA has declared war on the BTS fandom.
Yeah, we can
Well,
take them.
I mean, at least I didn't put an M at the end.
I'm confused.
BTSM? Okay, I'm sorry.
Wouldn't it be BDSM?
I don't go to your house and tell you how to run your life, okay?
Wait. So BTSM, so bondage, torture, masochism, and sadism?
Yeah.
Torture.
Okay. That's a new one.
The U.S. government has entered the chat.
They're not here.
Well, hello, EA. My name is George W. How are you?
No, it's not. Get the fuck out of here.
I was possessed by the spirit of W, even though he's still alive. Fine.
Well, as
The only-
the lawyer on this podcast, whenever you're approached by any law official, the best thing to do in that situation when you've done nothing wrong, just what I would do, I would put my thumb in my ears, both ears, and just go nah, can't arrest me, bleh. Works every time.
Actually, I got a better plan.
Oh god.
You just start fucking throwing punches at him. Because what better way to prove your innocence than to beat the other person into submission?
Well, I mean, I thought that too, but recently I found out that they don't look at people punching other people fondly. They really take offense to that type of stuff. Sensitive error, I know. Can't do
And
anything anymore.
Also, see, have you never heard of the song about how the person fought the law and the law won?
Yeah, but that guy clearly lost. He wasn't punching people.
Yeah. You just
Oh,
didn't have
okay.
the heart and determination.
So he just had to have that and he would have won, huh?
Yeah, he just tried to beat the shit out of him. We would have went, whoa, we gotta back off. This guy's a badass. They would have just let you, you know.
I could just see the sheriff. Can he do that? Yeah, he can. We gotta get out of here.
Next question. Who would you spend the day with? Nagatoro Hayase, Darkness, Maki, or Nico Robin?
Oh, Nico Robin. Very, very easy. Very easy.
I know what C's would be. 100% it's Nagatoro.
He does like to be teased.
He loves Nagatoro.
Mhm.
I do? What?
Yeah, you spoke about it, about how she was one of your favorite characters.
I don't know.
did?
He might go for Darkness just because he likes the whole BTS SM thing.
That's true. You know, get her to scrub your back.
Yeah.
Thinking that it's a simulation when it's not.
Well, I mean, we got to go by process of elimination. I'm not going to pick Nagatoro. She's like 5. Not going to pick Nico Robin.
What?
I haven't got there yet. I don't know when she shows up. I'm on Jaya. What is it called? The one after Arabasta? I'm on that one.
Jai-Ho.
I mean, I guess. Then Maki from Fire Force. Actually, I was confusing her with Tamaki. I think I'm going Maki.
Maki's fine.
She's the really strong one.
Yep.
She's like cut and built.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Darkness for me.
Well, okay. Next question: who would win in a street fight? We're going back to 12th grade with this question, or 12th grade, back when we were 12 years old. Really, I should say. Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris?
This thing again.
Oh my gosh. Well, technically, if we want to be fair, this fight already happened in The Last Dragon, and Bruce Lee beat Chuck Norris in the movie. But if we want to go off of memes about how Chuck Norris has a fist under his frickin' beard, probably Chuck Norris would win. But actual fighting? I'll go with Bruce Lee.
I think it's Bruce Lee, because as we all know, if you walk if there is someone that is like a police officer that is trying to apprehend you, you gotta fucking beat him up. And as we all know,
Still on that.
Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger, authority figure, the police. Bruce Lee's got to win because Bruce Lee has got to show Chuck Norris he's a badass and prove his innocence.
I'll just go Bruce. So KOA supports Bruce.
Next question. Who's winning this battle royale? Yamada Sagiri, Yor, Lady Nagant, or Riaz?
So one of them is actual like demon lady.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with her.
Riaz?
Yes.
Yeah, she's thousands of years old and has like a J cup. She's going to beat everybody.
Yeah, not because of the lightning powers and spatial stuff. It's because the J cup titties.
That's right. And her pawn is like super strong. She's like, "Oh my pawn, how I love you, Busto."
Well, this is easy for me. I'm gonna pick Yamada Sagiri from Hell's Paradise.
Because you're a freak.
What?
Yeah.
No, Yamada's great. No, listen. Sagiri, I guess. Sagiri's great, okay?
Isn't that the one?
She's an executioner.
Oh wait, okay, no, never mind. That's not the one. I thought that was the one that I kept seeing around recently that had the very suggestive substance on her.
Yuzuriha.
Yeah.
I think voiced by Rie Takahashi. Got a lot of Rie Takahashi this season. But yeah, I'm going Yamada Sagiri. I think she could. I mean, this is a battle royale after all, and she's currently in one, so she has the experience. Not only that, but she probably has Gabimaru with her somewhere, and he's a murder marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Well, next question. Who would you spend the day with? Mila, Merlin, Mirko, or Lucy?
Can we just eliminate Lucy?
Please.
Yeah, I think Lucy is...
Please just throw her into a pile of dirt. Light the dirt on fire, piss on it, and then bury her.
This is the Lucy from Elfen Lied.
Yes. Yeah, Lucy's not a good person.
No, I don't care if people thought she was cute when she lost her memory and all she said was "new, new." No,
That's even more of a reason not to keep her around. She's annoying.
I know. She just goes,
Very good point.
just goes around going "new, new." Where's my shotgun? New. Blow her brains.
Is Milam is Milam the pink haired one, or is she the purple one? She's the pink haired one that we didn't like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's getting right next to Lucy in that same grave.
Yeah, so not her. Merlin's pretty attractive. Miracle's pretty attractive. I like Miracle better. I'll go with Miracle.
Miracle.
What Merlin looks like. Oh, I'm picking Merlin. That's easy.
Hold on, I have to see. Well, Mirko is Mirko. She's great, but let's see
It's
what
like-
Merlin looks like. Merlin.
That's like basically
7.
like My Hero has a bunch of. Like,
Yeah, I'm
black
still going
characters.
with Mirko.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, nice, but it's the bunny.
Next question. Which character has the most iconic costume? Superman, Wonder Woman, Indiana Jones, or Darth Vader?
Out of those. Superman.
Yeah, Superman. Well,
Yep, absolutely.
yeah, Superman.
These are all
Whoa!
really good.
They said movie-wise. Movie-wise, Darth Vader. If they were just saying in general, I would say
Oh.
Superman.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree. I think it is Darth Vader, but I think
Yeah, I have to go with Darth Vader then.
I think they're close. Next
Yeah,
question.
If it was just in general, it'd be Superman because everybody knows the whole S on the chest thing. Like you can just describe it verbally and people will know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Next question. Which Robin should take up the mantle of Batman? Dick Grayson. Jason Todd, Tim Drake, or Damian Wayne?
Yep.
What do you mean? You don't want to discuss who's going to take up the mantle of Batman?
Yep.
That's good.
Right. Next question. Who would you want as your personal bodyguard? John Wick, T-800, Bryn of
Brienne.
Brianna Tarth.
Luke Cage.
The T-800, that's basically the Terminator. Arnold as the Terminator. I mean... It's a good question. I want to say if this is the one from Terminator 2, I think I would pick the T-800. Especially the Hasta la vista, baby. I have to. I just want him just to say that like 24/7.
Would that mean that you are in the world of Terminator? If so, not fun.
Nope.
I think I'll go with Luke Cage on this one.
I'm gonna go John Wick. I haven't seen John Wick, but
You've never seen it?
never seen John Wick. Not a one.
I'm gonna cry.
But I do like Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk. There you go.
And Luke Cage, he's got them strong fists.
He does. Also, Hollywood actor.
Freaking. Wait. No, that's Johnny Cage.
Oh, wait, Luke Cage is the Marvel guy, right?
Yeah, he's got indestructible like body. Like there's people that go to punch him and they break their own hands trying to punch his face.
Yeah. Perfect bodyguard.
But yeah, Johnny Cage, that's Mortal Kombat. That's different.
Well, next question. Who is the best villain of all time? Magneto, Joker, Lex Luthor, or Thanos?
Just
Oh,
out
that's
of
actually-
those.
It's actually pretty good. That's a pretty good lineup.
Yeah.
I'll say for me it's Joker. Personally.
Yeah. Yeah,
I-
Joker is really fun. Thanos is probably a close second for me. Just because, you know, he actually set out to do something and he did it. How many villains can say that they've done that successfully? Other than a few.
I think Magneto will probably be my second.
I'm gonna pick Joker. I just think he's so influential. He's not my favorite, but he's just everywhere. Next question: what's your favorite superhero team? Justice League, Avengers, X-Men, or Fantastic Four? I'm gonna go Justice League, just because of the old cartoons. I love those things as a kid.
Yeah, Justice League's fun. I'd gotta go with the X-Men. The
Same.
old 90s cartoon. Ooh, I love the X-Men. There's so many unique characters in that group.
Well, next question: which anime ally/enemy duo is your favorite? Naruto and Sasuke, Goku and Vegeta. Why'd I say that like that? Ryoko and Satsuki, or Light and L?
Well,
We know who Satsuki's gonna pick.
well, no, not exactly, because I'm more so thinking about like the synergy of the duo, like what they bring together. Actually, I don't remember what Goku and Vegeta actually accomplished together, and not I know they did something in Super, but like within Z, I don't remember what their team up actually did, if they did anything.
They did the Potaro rings when they took on Boo, and they became Vegito.
Oh, so we're just okay. Well, I was more so thinking like not a fusion, like they're
Oh,
separate entities, like teaming up.
okay. All right. Yeah, I guess they really never did. They kind of fought each other, then were friends. Then Vegeta killed a bunch of random people. Then they fought each other.
I guess you could say Boo, because they fought Kid Boo as separate
Yeah.
entities.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, that would be it.
No, I even thinking about it in this light, I still would go with Ryuko and Satsuki,
I knew it.
just because you got a sibling duo.
And they're half naked.
No, that is not one of my reasonings. Please omit that from the record. That did not come from me. That came from C-Tactics. Okay. I don't know. I just like them better than the other one. I thought about Light and L for a second, but when they actually were a team, it was when Light didn't have his memories, and I don't know if I liked that version of Light. So,
Mm-hmm.
and Naruto and Sasuke, they don't do it for me. Not as a duo.
Yeah,
This is
Ryoku and
tough.
Sasuke. They had one of the most epic battles towards the end of Kill la Kill, and one of the best endings in any anime.
Your way.
I'm also going to pick Ryuko and Satsuki out of this list, but I also do think that Ryuko and Satsuki would like Crave, like how I like Crave. So,
God damn it!
so we are brother and sister in this.
Do you have something against me?
What?
What is your motive?
What do you mean? Crave
Know
is
what you're
great.
doing. Know what you're doing.
Next question: which anime character has the best style? Trunks, Misa Amane, Ichigo, or Killua?
Wait, let me read this again.
I don't think any of them have style.
Well, I guess they're. Well, yeah, they talk about their clothes. I mean, I don't know. I like these characters. I like the outfits they have. Except for Killua. I don't really like Killua's outfits.
Yeah,
He's just
I'm
like
gonna
a
go
kid.
with Trunks' outfit because he's got a sword.
I like Misa. I like the gothic. I like that.
Oh, that's
I'll go with
right,
Misa.
yeah. Yeah, she's the goth big titty girlfriend. Yeah.
No, she doesn't have big titties.
Nah, not really.
I'm going with goth big titty girlfriend GF. I'm going with Misa. I don't remember what Misa looks like, so you know. There you go. Miggles says I finally caught one. Hello, how are you?
Miggles!
The legendary?
The one and
The
only.
one where C talks all that smack about.
And now he doesn't have anything to say. He's shaking. Kyle's Magaz, he's
I am?
shaking right now. I see him. He's shaking
you
like
do?
Komi-san right now.
Am I like making the rattling noise while I'm doing it?
Yeah.
You're going
like.
Yeah. He had to turn down his mic gain because he was shaking so much.
Jeremy says, been a while. I was busy watching Sailor Moon. That's a good series to be watching.
Yeah. But welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this podcast. And once we reach 500 subscribers, what's going to happen, C?
Um,
Don't you took too long, Satsuki?
I was
All right, we're all going to be showing our faces.
wait. Wait, we forgot one. We forgot a person. Forgot the fourth guy.
There's no fourth guy here.
Fourth guy. Come in.
The AI?
And Megumin.
Oh
God
god,
damn
no.
How did Hollow find his way in here? That I was gonna have on like, I don't know, Geddy Lee from Rush, but instead now we. Hollow, what is your vote?
God, you're so hot. Step on me.
All right, vote to remove Hollow forcefully via murder. Anyone? All right, we're killing him. Next question. Who's winning this battle royale? Homelander, Omni-Man, or Injustice Superman?
Oh, wow. That's actually really good because Homelander is basically like Superman, and so is Omni-Man.
Homelander does not deserve to be in this discussion. Omni-Man would they already had like their little versus battle or whatever, and you should not to say that you should take those videos super serious, but Homelander isn't a big threat outside of the boys, honestly. Like he's strong for his series, but even in a lot of anime, he would get beat up. I think he would get beat up by people in My Hero. Like not as a joke. I seriously believe that.
Deco just comes on crying, Homelander, you're gonna lose, and then he just starts slapping him.
Deku would probably destroy a Homelander.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I would have to assume I did not finish Invincible, so I don't know everything that Omni-Man can do.
It's a good show.
I would have to assume it's Superman.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out before season 2 comes. I think it's coming this year.
Well,
Yeah, I watched like 5 episodes of it.
Were you enjoying it at least?
I was, and I just didn't finish it.
well, I am going to pick none of the above because I don't know any of these people. There. Next question. Who would you spend the night with? Oh, Jesus. Makima, Daki, Eto Yoshimura, or Do S. I assume that is the one with the whip.
So like they're all evil this time.
Yeah, this is basically like a normal evening for you, Satsuki.
What are you talking about? What is with this narrative that I like nefarious women? That's never been a thing. I'm tired of this
Elsa.
narrative being pushed.
So you never liked Makima.
Elsa is a hardworking woman. That's all I'll say on that.
But what about Makima?
What about Makima?
Where she goes, Whopper, 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 grooming minors, Whopper, Whopper.
I mean, she gave a troubled kid an opportunity to make
To
something
be
of
groomed.
himself. Well, I didn't see that part. Well, now that you say that, I'm disgusted by Makima. Ah!
He said, "Let me show you how it's done, you underage minor."
With that being said, I think out of these choices, I'm choosing Makima.
If that were anyone other than Digi, they'd go, "Well, Miss Makima, I think that it is time for me to leave." But Digi's just like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Yeah, Denji is he's not quick on the uptake.
Well, I already know what C's gonna pick, so I will be the one to be different, and I'll pick Makima.
I literally, because I'm like,
I mean, here's your choices. Here's what it boils down to. 3 of them are demons. 1 of them is a human.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That we know of. I still think she's got something up with her.
I mean,
Those aren't normal eyes.
come on,
Satsuki.
not-
come on, they're contacts.
No, I doubt it. She also, spoilers for no one who's, she freaking got shot up and came back to life. That's not human like Satsuki.
They missed.
They missed. Okay.
We don't know what happened on that train. I mean, 50 Cent survived, though. Why can't she do it? Sex
I'm gonna be real, y'all. I think Makima's the best answer.
She is.
You don't want to go with... come on, what about Daki? I thought she was your number 1.
She's gonna eat me.
Not if you... Okay, well, I stand corrected. Also, she does kind of turn into a wuss when she screams for her brother.
She also has no ass.
Damn.
Such a shame.
Damn.
Huge
Makima
potential.
does.
Huge potential.
Face. This question is for EA and Satsuki. Would your kids trust? Would your kids trust
Oh
your
my
kids
God.
with Hodor? Dying.
I would. He's all
Yeah.
normal. Up everywhere else, the only words he says is Hodor.
Yeah, Hodor's cool.
Mm-hmm. He's awesome.
Well, next question. Who would you spend the night with? Big Mom is a
I'm
28-year-old.
gonna have to make a lot of reservations for spending the night at people's places.
Annie, Leonhardt, Daki, and Eto
Okay.
Yoshimura.
Someone really wants you to spend the night with Ducky.
No, I think they want. It's like this illusion of choice thing. They're giving him 3 bad options with the intention of directing him to the one, which is Big Mom. It's the first option every time because Annie's underage, so we're not going to pick her. They know this. Daki, see, now that was the one that's there to trick us, but she has no ass. And then Eto Yoshimura is a ghoul. We're not choosing. I never got that far in Tokyo Ghoul, but we're not choosing that character. So they're trying to corner us into picking Big Mom with 28, and by God, it worked. I'm choosing Big Mom.
Yeah. I'm
Big
picking,
Mama's house.
I'm picking Big Mom. I immediately saw that. I was like, yeah, what? Yes.
Yeah.
We're all fools. Next question. What is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? I know it's 42, but I want to hear your answers.
Wow, that's deep.
42.
Okay. I know. I got it. Everybody, gather around.
The
Grandpa
campfire and sing our
EA.
campfire song.
All right, I'm here.
All right, you're here. Everybody's here. Cool.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, we got the campfire going. We got our marshmallows. We're roasting. I'm gonna spin you a web. The answer to life and the universe and everything and all of life's questions. It's cheese.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese,
It took me a long time to realize that, but cheese is your answer.
cheese is great on everything.
Very versatile. Sometimes there's holes in it. Sometimes it's as smooth as butter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Elizabeth
You get the
says,
sharp cheddar, you get the mild.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
sometimes you
what
get
kind
the
of cheese we working
the
with?
any kind of cheese. Cheese is, you know, you get just like in life, you get all types of cheeses. Not all cheese is the same, but it's all different.
I like that. Melted cheese.
Again, just like with any cheese, you got melted, you got the hardened cheese, you got the cheese that goes into the freezer and is just really quite delicious when it shatters.
Light Roller says cheese is not good on chocolate. Give me a week. Give me a week. We'll make it happen. This is humanity we're talking about here. We can put our minds together to work together for one single moment. Cheese on chocolate.
Yeah, cream cheese.
Yeah, you could put that on a bagel.
Next question. Who is the anime character that annoys you the most? Which character in anime has the most annoying voice? Imagine you co-host a podcast with both of them. What would the podcast be about?
What character annoys me the most? Sakuto and Higurashi Sotsu. Which character has the most annoying voice? Probably from the early episodes I've seen, Asta's voice was really annoying as Zenitsu. Actually, no, there's a character with a way more annoying voice than I just can't think of who they are. But I'll use them as placeholders. Imagine you co-host a podcast with both of them. What would the podcast be about? It would be like a 13 Reasons Why type of thing for me. Yeah.
Well, let me see here. Anime character annoys you the most? Haruhi Suzumiya, hands down. Which character in anime has the most annoying voice? That would have to be what's her face from '86. What's her name?
Frederica.
Yeah.
Freddy.
But Frederica, her voice is pretty. Oh no, the alien, the fucking alien lolly.
Really?
Yeah. Well, okay, okay, I take that back. She is annoying as a character. Her voice is not annoying. There is one that I can't think of right off the top of my head who has a really annoying voice. He's a guy. You would, and when he talks, it's nothing but, I talk like this and I talk like that.
What
And I'm like, I can't believe they thought that was a good choice.
what about Peon from Oshi No Ko?
We don't talk about that. In fact, if we talk about that again, he's gonna get buried. But what would we talk about? Let's see. It's Haruhi Suzumiya and Frederica. Haruhi Suzumiya would be talking about herself the whole time, so it's literally just be me just trying to stay awake the whole time while she's going, I'm so great, I'm this, and I want to join a club. Don't you want to join a club? No, not really. Well, let's talk about joining a club. I'd be just annoyed the whole time. And Frederica would try to eat her vegetables while crying about it. And then I would force her by shoving it down her throat.
Why, you little dope?
Yes, I'd turn into Homer Simpson. But, yeah, I guess you could say it would be a mixture of conceited and food. It would be the food happy hour. With your host, Haruhi Suzumiya, Frederica, and EA. That's such the odd couple.
Character that annoys me the most, Fuko from Clan Ad, Starfish Girl. I think.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You're evil.
Hate that character.
No, that's a really good one. She's pointless.
You're y'all evil.
She's pointless. She has no purpose in the series.
Well, just wait till I watch Clan Ad again, and you guys are gonna regret it. I'm gonna write a whole video essay on why you guys are just meanies.
Character with the most annoying voice. It's got to be a lolly character. Not Frederica. Ironically enough, the kind of voice that character goes for is the kind of voice I think about. But I actually like that with her character because she's portrayed more as a child, so it's fine. But any annoying lolly, there you go. And doing a co-host and co-hosting a podcast with him. Let's see. We talk about like starfishes and like we'd be like K on the podcast, and I would be miserable.
All right.
Last question. Finally, what is the manga you are reading right now that you are enjoying the most? What would you say to someone to convince them to read it? This is a great question. Because this can be asked any week and it could be relevant.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll go first just to say it. Reading One Punch Man. It's fantastic. How would I convince them to get into it? Come on. It's some of the greatest art style currently. I mean, there's a lot of great art style, but if you like look at this stuff and just enjoy it for what it is, it's just really amazing stuff. One Punch Man, and of course Watamote. But you got to start all the way back. Especially if you got into the anime, you'd be pleasantly surprised with the manga, and I think that's what made me like Watamote most, is because of just how much better it got.
Ultimate Payoff series.
Sure is.
All right, who's going next? Me or C?
I guess I'll go next because I am a manga reader of sorts. I would pick. So right now I'm reading. I am going to eventually, finally enough, this week start reading One Punch Man. But I'm reading Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. And picking between and Berserk. I can say Berserk. I would say Berserk then. Because Berserk is like, it's a classic. It's got some really amazing art, and what they're doing with the story right now, even though the original author passed away not too long ago, about a couple of years ago now, I want to say, it's really good what they're doing with the story and how they're taking it forward and progressing it. And the art is great, the story's great, the character, the moments. It's pretty crazy right now in Berserk, and I think just generally overall, I think it should just be a series that should be in your wheelhouse if you're an anime fan or manga fan of any kind. It's just one of those, kind of those like always like those perennial series that you always watch. So that's my pick, Berserk.
Well, I've been beating this drum for about a month or so, but my favorite manga to read right now is Shadow's House. If you're one of those people that don't like manga just because you don't like seeing stuff in black and white, fear not, because Shadow's House is in color. It's not a webtoon, it still has the manga format. I think it has some of the best mystery that you'll see in any type of shonen series. Think The Promised Neverland, but done better, and doesn't have any fumbles and has higher peaks. Has some of the one of the best like main casts that I've seen in a while. Like just all those characters are likable, and they all get a decent amount of character growth within the series. Like they're all doing something, so it's not just relying on one character to keep you through. And the art is pretty cool too. I like some of the character design, some of the fashion. It's just a good series. Great series, actually.
Carp in the chat says not One Piece. I forgot I'm reading One Piece. I would actually probably would pick One Piece. Or at least that would be like a serious contender for mine. Light Roller says everyone should go read My Aunt. Best series out right now.
My aunt.
I
That's a joke.
I think it is a real thing, and I can tell you right. I'm going to give you a guess on what I think it is. It is a Korean manhwa that is like glorified pornography.
Correct.
I know that. Well, now let's go ahead and let's get into our main, or I guess not our main topic yet. Let's go to switch on over to Nakama Club. This is our first show of the evening. Fate Zero episodes 11 through 13. Of course, as always, EA has not watched, read, or consumed literally anything about Fate. This is really his first experience. And I mean, what did you think about these episodes? Episode 11, I think, is very interesting because I basically told you guys at the beginning of watching this that Saber is basically like a punching bag for everyone else. I think episode 11
She really
in particular.
is.
Yeah, she is, and
You know, King. You look so pitiful.
so yeah, what did you think about their sit down discussion in episode 11?
First of all, when I was watching these episodes, I didn't realize it was like a little longer than average per episode. It was like 27 minutes and some change. I mean, again, not that it's bad, because whenever you watch an anime, it has a certain flow to it, and you're like, okay, I feel like the show's almost over, and then it kept going. I was like, how long is this episode? And I saw it, and I was like, 27 minutes? Why are they this long? But I think UFO Table does that a lot with their shows. Like, some of them are regular, then some are a little longer, just out of nowhere. But anyway, when they were sitting down and just drinking, I thought it was pretty funny how Ryder went to the local, liquor store and got himself a barrel of wine and was like, "Drink this," because he don't know. But then what does Gilgamesh do? This is disgusting. Here's the best wine you'll ever drink out of my chalice.
Filthy mongrels.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the mongrels.
How dare you disrespect my taste buds with such paltry wine?
You'll fall in love with me one day, Saber. Just let me be more of an asshole to you. You'll sure to be liking me more.
That's what ladies like, don't you know?
I got a point.
But
Maybe I should start treating Arnhide poorly now.
more than you already do?
Yeah, like you weren't doing that before.
No, she's fixing me Crave. I mean, it's Crave.
He's
It's
dead.
Crave.
Yeah, she's gonna be doing a lot of things that rhyme with crave.
Well, I
She's in the
mean,
grave.
she could become a noble spirit, a noble phantasm.
Oh my god! Now you're gonna try to make her fight again?
For
And
my
be subservient
Crave.
to you?
It's not
and
like I'm
be
making her fight
subservient
for
to you
something
again?
useless.
So you raise her from the dead. She says, "How can I serve you, master?" And you say, "Make me a bowl of crave."
From slave to servant. Wow. This
From
guy's
slave.
progressive.
From slave to crave. Oh, this is the best fan fiction ever.
Listen, me and Arnhide, we're a team, all right? She fixes the Crave, I eat it.
Yeah,
You
we
do
know
so
about
much. You do so much. Oh, you know what? See, you're too good for her.
You know what?
And it,
Now that you put it that way.
Oh god. All right.
I want to say yes. Were you gonna go somewhere with that?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, anyway, back to the show. They just kind of like sat around talking about what it means to be a king. That
Yeah.
episode.
Remember, Fate Zero, not as much with Fate Zero, but Fate Stay Night as a main franchise is about a battle of ideals. This is another place where this comes up.
Yeah, so it was just interesting just to hear all the different perspectives. Well, Gilgamesh didn't talk a whole lot, to be honest. I mean, he talked, he brought his wine, he kind of just like sat there and just kind of listened to them, and he was laughing so hard to the point where he was just on the ground rolling. He was literally ROFLING. But, yeah, Ryder giving his 2 cents to Saber as to what a king means and how he doesn't believe her to be a king because she feels regret because of the whole, when you're a king, you know, you shouldn't have no regrets because that, you know, you do everything you can within your power at the time, and that's what, I guess, like, makes you a true ruler. And also we found out what his special ability was at the very, very end, which was a nice hack. He freaking summons armies. That's his strength.
Oh yeah, it's called Wait, how does it go? Ionioi Itairoi, which roughly translates to basically is Kandar's companions. That's pretty much what it translates to.
Mm-hmm.
Translates to "I'ma jump your ass."
Speaking of jump,
Yeah.
the assassins tried to jump them. These are the worst assassins I've ever seen in my life. They don't do any stealth stuff. They don't... I mean, okay, they did the stealth stuff, but what I mean is, like, they show themselves after they get in there, and it's like, if you're an assassin, wouldn't you want to stay invisible? No.
They're
Show
like
themselves.
they're like glorified cameras in this series. To be quite honest with you,
I mean,
they were like
they are.
pretty disappointed when it came to like combat related stuff. Obviously, they're not supposed to match up with these other servants in a straight up one-on-one fight. That's not their MO. They're assassins for a reason, but they didn't do any assassinating either. So
Man, because when I think of assassin, I think of, you know, the Assassin's Creed games. I think of Hitman. But no, these guys are just like, I'm here, gonna go ahead and fight you, and then they die.
What's crazier about them is that these assassins are all separately different noble heroic spirits. So it would be one thing if it was just the one guy that fucked up, but they literally
Right.
summoned like dozens of independent noble spirits as assassins.
They're all shitty. I can't think of a single assassin that has done anything worthwhile other than be shitty.
So to be fair, I guess it kind of plays out because they use the assassins as a sacrifice to gain the intel. I think it's pretty clear they probably didn't need the assassins to begin with. I think that was just a pawn for them. Because I think,
Mhm.
you know, Tokiomi is such a great mage, and Kirei is the fucking... I don't know what he is, but he's a machine. So, do you even really need a heroic spirit when you have two very well accomplished mages in their own right?
But isn't that the whole point of the Holy Grail? Is so
What?
that they could fight?
Yes, but what makes Fate, I think, interesting in that regard is they don't make the masters like weaklings. The masters that get into it are basically fucking just as overpowered and maybe just as important and heroic in their own times as these heroic spirits are. It's just that the heroic spirits are just a whole different level altogether.
well, I think it just makes it disappointing with the assassin, just because with me and C, well, I'll speak for myself. Like when you see the assassin in Fate Stay Night, you're thinking, damn, he was cool.
Yeah.
But this assassin is just so forgettable.
Yeah, Assassin is
Assassin.
great. In Stay Night. Not so much in this.
Yeah.
Man, that is disappointing. Oh my gosh, Satsuki.
Hello.
Sorry, I just got a notification on my phone. A local anime con that's happening over here in Arizona. Karen, the one who voices Satsuki Kiryuin, is gonna be here.
My wife?
Yep, I'll get a picture with her and I'll send it to you.
Also the voice of Maya in this show, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But as soon as I saw that picture, I was like, oh yeah, Satsuki, he gonna be hating.
I love her. I would never hate. You get to meet a great woman.
So I think it is really interesting how really Iskandar, the almost like love-hate relationship he has for Saber. Like he respects Saber as like a fighter and all this stuff, but really when it comes down to Saber's ideals, he seems to have issues with her. He thinks that, you know, she's someone who's basically just following these ideals that are like very immature. Like that's the way he kind of views them, as like a fairy tale almost. He's not following some doctrine or anything. She's trying to live out this story. And he believes that a king should embody basically everything that is within excess. So a king should, you know, celebrate, you know, like a Viking or whatever, and you know, drink and eat to their heart's content, and then, you know, get back to work and stuff like that. Where
Get lots of puss.
yeah, pretty much. Whereas for Saber, it's very much sort of very like almost like democratized in a way for her, where it's like she wants systems and checks and balances, and she wants to serve the people. But Iskandar believes that it's the people that serve the leader, and that's where they kind of butt heads on. And even at the end of that discussion, Iskandar is like, I don't see you as a king. You are not a king to me.
And that really got to Saber. You could tell that it was really bothering her that he said that.
He's very prideful and has a very massive ego. And remember, it is a good thing to remember that all of the people, all these heroic spirits in Fate, pretty much every single one of them just are awful people in real life. So, you know. Lightning Eagle says, Sea Tactics tries to assassinate my character.
True. I was there when he tried to do it, and I tried to stop him, but then he just shot me in the fucking back like Piccolo.
Whatever.
Ellie, you're a good person.
But anyways, Gilgamesh though, kind of simping for Saber a little bit.
I mean,
I don't know if
Yeah.
simp is the word.
I mean, he probably finds her amusing, and in fact, I think that was her. That was his words to her. It's like, I find it when you're very sad and you make that pouty face, you're very amusing. Now give me keys.
Why?
Well, does that
Saber?
mean he's also simping for Kotamine?
I could see it.
No. Well,
It's not like I
wanted to.
love you, Kirei Kotamine Baka.
Baka.
And he's drinking wine, and they're talking at night, looking
Yeah.
at each other in their eyes,
Yeah,
talking about
sensually,
joy and pleasure.
rubbing their hands up against their thighs.
I know there has to be like some fan fiction of these two.
Gotta be.
That is this. Got to be a lot. Bring me the fan fiction. Bring me Kotamine X Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Also, we figure out that Kiritsugu is a McDouble guy. He ate a McDouble from McDonald's.
More talk about food.
So is he like 2 McDoubles and then a large fry? Is that who we're dealing with?
What are you talking about? See?
Remember the scene in episode 12 when Kiritsugu was eating food in his hotel? He's eating a burger?
Yeah.
When he was like, why is Kirei after me? Well, maybe it's because you order too much McDonald's. How about that?
What?
Anyways, more important details that I noticed. Iskandar's noble phantasm rivals the gates of Babylon. This is another example in Fate where if like even the assassins, they have noble phantasms. And typically speaking,
Do they? I can't even. What are they?
I don't know, but they do
we didn't
have
find out.
They just stood there and died like a bunch of
let's be
assholes.
they probably should have used them.
Yeah, they should have. They have yet to use a single thing. I hate the assassins.
Hold on, they might not all be dead though.
Yeah,
there might
that's
be
true.
still
There's
one
a lot
lurking.
They should be.
So, even like noble phantasms on the weakest of servants, or seemingly the weakest of servants, they can like one shot like multiple, sometimes an entire, like if you lined up all of the servants in a war and you had one use the noble phantasm, it could eliminate all of them. That's how powerful a noble phantasm is. It is a I win if I use this correctly kind of thing.
I win.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of noble phantasms and other, servants and everything, damn it, where's Berserker?
Azaka.
He has yet to come back since we saw his cool ass in the very beginning.
Well,
But then Scary Whitehead comes around and he's just like here, barely in the show.
you're gonna see him soon. This is the end of this episode 13 was the final episode of season 1 of Fate Zero.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so now we're next week we're gonna be getting
Didn't know
into the really, really, really good stuff.
Okay, well, my penis is ready.
Penis rise, penis rise. But we have 3 people on this podcast, right? Because we took care of Hollow, correct? So we have 3 people.
Yeah, we killed him. He's dead.
He got obliterated.
And he's not
I love
alive.
Hu Tao and Megumin.
Hey!
He's back.
Get rid of him.
Take them outside. Just look at the flowers, Hollow.
All right, Nezuko, you
Done
know what to
sound
do.
effect.
Nezuko's gonna deal with him.
Thank God. Well, we have 3 people on this podcast, so we have 3 kings in their own right. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, what did you think about everybody's philosophies when it came to what they were discussing, and what is your definition of a king, or how do you think a king should lead? Is there an ideology that you agree with more?
I mean, to me, I don't think there's a wrong answer. I think it really just depends on how you feel, or I don't know how you can lead. I do think that if you, as a leader, can inspire, whether it be a village, a town, a city, a country, and you can get people to follow you willingly just by your words, I think you're doing something right. You know what I mean? Like, if you can influence so many people just from your words, and again, in a good way, I'm not not saying you just, oh yeah, I'll totally fight for you, and as you're sitting on your comfy couch not doing anything. No, those leaders that are willing to go onto the field and battle with you, like Jon Snow and all that. Yeah, that's I feel like that's a good that poor, let her soul rest, for the love of God. But yeah, that to me, I mean, to me that's good. That's a good thing to have as a leader. Is when you have people that love you and follow you no matter what, and believe in your resolve.
So are you saying, or based on what you said, it seems like you're sort of leaning towards what Ryder said.
Yeah, I mean, not Because there are other kind of ways to rule. Like, I'm not talking about, like, obviously not a dictatorship or anything to where it's like, you do what I say, you don't have a choice. No. Everything should be within the confines of, if you believe my cause, stand by me. If you don't, you can leave. So I would say, yeah, by writer. But you should also, at the same token, I do agree with Saber in a way where if she feels like she could have done more, I feel like as a leader, you always feel like you can do more as a leader. But I guess she's just looking to redeem herself even long after she's been dead.
Well, yeah, that's her whole thing. She wants to. Her wish is to be to save Britain. And let me tell you, Britain does need some saving, so we could use her right about now.
Well, I mean, it's the 1990s. I think they're doing okay.
Do we need to save? Do we?
I mean, but it's Saber, ish. But
do we have any British people in the chat?
yeah. Ellie's British, right? British, right?
Why are you blatantly lying on Ellie's name? Ellie, if you're still here, defend yourself, please. I can't keep doing it. I'm tired.
Well,
but were you going to pitch in on the question, C?
Yeah. I think Iskandar, in terms of like what I think many people would consider, like when I think of like almost like a stereotypical king, I think the one that Iskandar is talking about is the one that most people probably think of, and in their fantasies would probably want to be. However, I do also as well. I don't think Saber is like not a king or anything like that. I think she's a little bit more progressive than a lot of these other kings, because these other kings come from different, time periods, and in her time period, things were really changing with humanity and moving more, towards more modern stuff, So it's hard to say that Saber's wrong, and I really don't think she is. I think there are things that we can criticize Saber for that happen in Unlimited Blade Works on her personal character. However, really, I don't think there's really much to, at least in this moment, really blame Saber for believing in.
I blame her for driving.
She's good at driving. She puts it in between her legs and then she just rides.
Yep. Her words, not ours.
Well, I already tried to warn her, but I'll be.
Wait, did you say you tried to ride her?
No, Irie tried to warn her, remember? Irie was like, you better watch what you say, Saber. I'm gonna smack you in the face. And Saber was like, bitch!
Whoa.
I think you watched the wrong episode.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, told her to back off.
Bad subtitles.
And then she said, "Sea tactics. I am humbly your servant." Whoosh.
Where's my crave, Saber? Oh wait, no.
Saber don't crawl for it.
Oh. Me and Saber are eating the crave together.
She's your wife.
Whoa, see, yelling at Saber? Yeah, he's pretty abusive.
I know, and doing physical violence.
Mm-hmm. Well, at the very least, Ryder was able to pick up a copy of Admiral Grand's Strategy. Even has the authenticity sticker on it. The Nintendo would do.
Was that? Did he tell me he had a PlayStation?
I think it was. I think it was a PlayStation.
It looked like because I saw the disc the way that it looked. I'm like, that's either a PC game or it's a PlayStation. Because he's like, I even bought the console too. I'm like, show the PlayStation 1, baby, and then they never did, and I was disappointed and I cried.
It's got to be a PS1 because of the time period, right?
Yeah, because there wasn't a PS2 until the year 2000.
Let's be real.
Was so ahead of its time.
There's no way Ryder can play any type of video games with those hands.
Oh no, he crushing that controller. And reminder, it's not a wireless controller. It's wired in. He gets excited, that thing yanks. Oh, that whole console's going through the wall. Yeah, it's a goner. That I won, or even if he didn't win, he'd be pissed off. Ah, this thing cheats. Let's play it again. We can't, Ryder. You broke the damn thing.
Well, at the very end of the episodes, or I guess at the end of season 1, episode 13, Castor summoned a tentacle baby from the ocean.
That's pretty much what happened. And it looks like all of them are about to take it on, except for, Gilgamesh. He's just kind of chilling in the back going, I'm going to drink my wine. Bitches.
Oh, yeah. And yes, as well, we had Saber at the end being like, water cannot stop me.
She could walk on water?
Jesus walks.
Well, there
God,
is...
show me the way, gonna take me down.
There's a little bit of a meme regarding
With me. So Saber's Jesus.
Yeah, and she walks.
He's also blonde.
I mean, it's 13 episodes in. Dude, did you finally notice this?
Just a minute. Be real.
Yeah, wasn't sure, but she showed her true colors, huh?
That being blonde.
Yeah, snaked us all. But even before then, we saw Iris. She's starting to lose her strength. She said, "Hey Saber, I want to grip your hand as hard as I can." And then
Hold
Saber,
that hand, lady.
and Saber just goes, "Damn, weak as hell." So
It's a weak shit, Irie.
You're
yeah.
weak as hell.
Yeah, so yeah, Iris isn't looking too good lately. She can't even like hold keys.
Damn. She can't even drive. That's why she was like, Saber, can you please drive for me? Damn. Poor her. Well, she's probably gonna die then.
She's up there like losing all like motor functions while Kiritsugu is eating McDonald's in a dark room, just pacing back and forth, thinking about another man.
That strong, muscular Kirei. Why is he after me? There's just something about him. I can't stop thinking about him. I just wanna.
It just makes it extra funny that they haven't met yet, and he's just still like he's still obsessed with him.
Well, I cry. Well, basically, I was trying to find a meme that I thought I had, but I didn't have. But basically, when Saber says water, not even water can stop me. In the visual novel, she doesn't know how to swim. So Shiro has to teach Saber how to swim, and it's hilarious. Water cannot stop her, except it can.
Would you try to teach her how to swim? See,
Listen,
that's the question.
we get Arnhide in there.
Oh no,
He can help me out.
Never mind. Sorry, I asked.
She's just a floating corpse. What are you doing?
She's not. Well, I mean, she is gonna. You don't understand my plan, okay? You don't understand my Admiral Grand strategy, all right?
Apparently not.
But anyways, any final thoughts in these episodes of Fate Zero?
We're jumping Caster.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
I can't wait to see Castor finally get dead. Because it looks like Ryder's there, Lancer, Archer, one of them is there, and Saber's gonna mess some shit up too, so. Yep. The original plan was to get rid of that guy anyway, so now they're finally gonna do it, I think. Unless they do the whole cock-blocking thing that they've been doing this whole series. I want to see some dead people.
Well, okay then. Let's go ahead and get into our next show of the evening, our first show of the really main show. Oshi No Ko episode 6. This is a killer pass week, so we gotta decide. We like her if we don't.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Ruby better
I did
watch out.
say
She
last-
better not be stealing any breast milk from the employees' refrigerators.
Well, there goes my Sunday.
why would it be there?
I mean, I think we now know who stole all the breast milk at Activision Blizzard. It was Ruby. Straight up.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it was an actual thing. Like,
You're kidding me. At
People
Activision,
was-
they stole a bunch of breast milk.
yep.
That is wild. Well,
Hopefully Microsoft
what I was
gets
gonna
them.
say, what I was gonna say, is no more squeaky head. Hell yes.
That was the first. That was your major takeaway from this episode.
Yes, because I said I was gonna kill it if he was back, and it was gone. So, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. But no, my major takeaway from this show, or the episode anyway, would be, gosh, almost crazy accurate to how social media is and just how it could turn on somebody, get them canceled, and just how brutal it could be. And it was just it was too good to the point to where it just felt a little too real, because there have been people that have actually gone through with it and killed themselves because of that type of online bullying. I feel like people don't understand that just because you can say it online doesn't mean that they still can't feel it. You know, they're people too, you know. But yeah, that's what I took away from it.
I don't think the world teaches that anymore. I don't think.
No, I really don't. I really feel like just everybody thinks, oh, I can do whatever I want online.
Yeah, like, I think there's no more empathy. I think that's a big thing that's just missing in a lot of cultures right now around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys know the story behind this episode because it's been kind of like a buzzing thing recently.
I do not.
I might.
Well, this whole thing with Kana was based on I don't know if I could say this word, the S word of Hana Kimura, who was a wrestler, a Japanese wrestler.
Oh
Yeah,
Hana Kimura,
I
yeah.
did hear about that. Mm-hmm.
That was very tragic. Yeah, I was
That
there. I was like,
It's-
it was May of like 4 or 5 years ago. This happened.
Yeah, it's crazy that you said that, because I got the same feeling like that's
Yeah, same.
what it was going for, but I couldn't remember the name, so that
Well,
makes sense.
I was like, when I was watching, I was like, is this a reference to Hana Kimura? But I didn't think they would actually go through with referencing it. But basically, if you're not familiar, Hana Kimura was a wrestler for a Japanese all-female wrestling company called Stardom. Basically, she was on a show called Terrace House, and or like Terrace House or something like that, something of that nature. It's on Netflix. You can find it, sadly. And she was on the show, and she was pretty well received, but like something happened like on the show. I think it was something involving her clothes being washed, and like, you know, some stupid made up drama, right, on some reality show. And so fans on Twitter decided to attack her, and she would eventually end up committing suicide shortly thereafter. But thankfully, this is not the way that Akane's story went. Akane's story went a little bit differently.
Yeah, thankfully we had Aqua the creep to save her life.
Aqua, the Riz god, out here working on Ruby's harem.
Yeah, I forgot he's the Riz god. Well, what I thought was nice was I don't know if you guys saw it, but at the very end of the episode, they actually had the suicide hotline prevention number at the very end. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, that's pretty tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was while I don't think this is like my favorite show that's airing this season, I appreciate the show for bringing certain things to light that I think are important this day and age. Like we already we talked about last episode, like some of the advertisement stuff, which goes into streamers, YouTubers, and things of that nature. We talked about like some of the criticisms that this series has with the industry and large, with like anything. It could be Hollywood, whatever it may be. And this episode focuses on like cyberbullying, which you already really addressed, EA. Which, yeah, it affects real people. A lot of people, especially now, have this like what I call like hater culture. Like it's cool just to hate on things and to be as mean as you can possibly be, because people try to get off like cheap laughs. But I think because you're not in a person's face and you're not seeing the effect of what you're saying online, and when sometimes it's even worse that you're saying it online because it always stays there. It can always be brought up. It leaves a print that can never be erased, and that affects people. There are people who watch it, on their phones, on their PC, tablet, whatever it may be, and they're looking at these things and it affects them. And I appreciate this episode for that alone, just to address that issue, because it's going to be a bigger issue with technology advancing and more people, like more generations being raised off of technology.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. QRW6 said this episode did reopen some PTSD with Kimura's mother because she didn't want her daughter to be exploited. This is only happening in the Japanese medium. I feel like it's happening.
I think it's happening
other
in
places too.
I think like I think this culture that Japan has is specifically going on Twitter, like, how you see an anime like in Inuyashiki or whatever, and that guy was like doom scrolling and was like, I hope he dies. Hope he commits suicide and kills himself. Like,
and then he actually took all of his haters and killed them through the phone.
Yeah.
I bet some people wish they could do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think that's just a one form. I think, in America, we have doxing, we have swatting, we have stuff like that, where it's like, I don't wish for you to die, I'm going to make sure you die.
Right. I mean, people are already dying from being swatted. They're like, oh, it's just harmless fun, until some guy walks out of his house and then accidentally gets shot.
Yeah. Yeah. You have scamming, which is a huge industry, and that's another thing you can probably get into. I think it all like people just, I don't know what it is with humanity. We just need to hate people for some reason. I
feel like everything's just too close, and what I mean by that is like we have the internet in the palm of our hand now, and it used to take a long time to say that you hated somebody. You would write a letter, you would send it in the mailbox, and then once it got to them 7 to 10 days later, they would know that you hated them.
Yeah, you had to think.
Now you have instant gratification.
Yeah, and the one thing is like, I think a lot of humanity's problems could be solved if they would go for 1 second, they would think about it and go, wait, this is what they want us to do. They want us to be split up. So let's stop splitting up. Let's unite, become strong as one, and make change.
Yeah, let's love one another.
Yeah, we see that a lot with the whole, like, oh, voting doesn't make a difference. Yeah, it does. Like, it definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to combat that whole. We have to combat and just get together, and make out, kiss.
All right, guys, let's get together. Sasuke, see, bring it in.
Douse each other in breast milk.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Group hug.
Wait.
Don't touch me there.
Oh, sorry.
Step on me.
Hollow, how'd you get in?
Come
Get out of
on.
here.
How did he sneak
Nobody
in
invited you.
Ah, Jesus. Oh, well, here Nezuko. Nezuko's coming to get him.
Well,
Oh, what? Oh, sorry, Sashi. Please.
well, I kind of wanted to get back to what QRW6 said with the reference and with Kimura's mother. It's I don't know. Because I'm glad this episode did what it did, but at the same time, I understand the mom's perspective being, traumatized by this being brought up in an anime of all things. Because it's kind of like recently with the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing, that
jeez.
Netflix special,
Mhm.
because there's people that are living right now that are affected by this, that are victims
Mhm.
to what happened, and it's kind of, I can't imagine how it would be to be in that position to see like your pain and trauma being profited upon by some random people. I think
Point.
this type of stuff has to be addressed, and it has to be covered with the utmost attention to care, tact. I think what he should have went for, him talking about the mangaka, I think he should have reached out to the mom if indeed this was entirely based on her story, which it is. But obviously he's not going to explicitly say it.
Right.
Um
They're gonna change a few things here and there.
yeah, of course. I don't know, it's just it's a weird thing to it's a weird thing to talk about, because I just don't know how I would react in this situation if I was dealing with the same thing. So I definitely understand her pain with it. But at the same time, I also think this episode was kind of important for real life stuff that's
Absolutely.
affecting a lot of other people. So like this episode could do a lot of good for people, but also
Yeah.
I think I understand where the mom is coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's important to see these type of things. Again, maybe not so much copy it word for word and bringing up the fact that it was based off the daughter, even though they'll probably never admit it. But yeah, it's sometimes the truth is one of those things you have to see smack dab in the face before you could like take it on and be like, okay, this is obviously a problem. We need to change it.
I think as well, something to add on to this. Hana's mother would know if her daughter's image was, or memory of some kind, was being exploited. She would know before anybody else. And the reason for that is because her daughter was in the wrestling industry. And the wrestling industry is toxic and exploitative to the core. It is all based on exploitation.
Let's not talk about the fans. Happy when they get, not happy when they get something, not happy when they don't get nothing.
And that's another thing. Yes, the fans. I mean, literally, the DNA of wrestling is to have a crowd chant at you that you hate them, and that exploits the storyline. The more you chant that you hate a certain character, the more over that character gets, the more popular that character gets, the better bookings that character gets. But just in particular, the people behind the characters that they play on screen. I guarantee you this wasn't the only thing Hana had to deal with in her life, in that career. And I think Hana's mother would see that and realize that and know that. And so there are people out there that go, oh, she's overreacting. No, I don't think she is. I think she knows exactly what to think and how to react, and I don't blame her for that. So
you also have to remember with not only is like the time right now, like literally right now, close to when she passed, when it actually happened, like when the manga came out with this chapter or whatever, it was the same year. It was within the same year, 2020.
Man. And also
So-
keep in mind as well, Hana Kimura wasn't like some 60-year-old washed up wrestler. She was like 21, 22.
She was really young.
Yeah, super young, like literally born the same year I was.
Yeah, and also was going to be massive. Like she spoke English really well. She was funny. She was had a unique look. People were saying she was going to be one of the biggest wrestlers in the world right before she died. So it was a tragic out of nowhere death.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest takeaway, as it relates to the episode and the real life reference, I think people just need to be a lot more empathetic. And
Yes.
I'm not saying, because of course we're not going to be in a world where everybody's just friendly with one another. There's
Right.
going to be
There's always
dislike
gonna
and
be hate.
hatred.
Yep.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think people need to keep in the back of their minds that there's another person behind that screen. And I mean, there's multiple eyes watching. There's family members watching. Like you just don't want to say things that is going to last forever, because it will last forever. This is the internet. It's going to last forever. You don't want to say anything that you regret and would be ashamed to say in real life.
I like to
Yeah.
say, treat others with the kindness that you deserve.
Treat others as if the golden rule, right? Treat others as how you would want to be treated.
Yeah. So are we killing or passing this episode?
After all that.
Yeah.
No, this was a pretty good episode. It's crazy to this series started off as like the first episode was just a really good episode and a really unique take on idol culture and all that. And now we're basically tackling all different types of medium, it seems like, Hollywood, internet culture, things of that nature. So I like it. Even though we're nowhere closer to finding out who Hai's father is, it's just I
Me.
sometimes forget that whenever I watch this show.
Is me.
Sure it is. But
I
yeah,
did it.
I think I'm going to pass this series.
Wait, so that would mean that you were like 12?
Oh dear God.
I'm an alien sent from another planet by Alex Jones to do one thing.
Oh, you stink!
That thing is?
Eat a bowl of crave.
Oh, God.
No cap.
Like Rilla said, this episode makes me think of the child actors who went crazy, like Amanda Bynes,
Amanda Bynes.
and makes me rethink about her.
Yeah. Yes. For her, she went through a whole lot, and now she's not doing so good. I used to love her and all that in that Amanda show.
Yeah.
Well,
Amanda show.
I give it a pass. I thought it was a great episode. Didn't know it was so heavily based on Hana Kimura. That made me like it even more. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get into our next show. Fucking hilarious. Megumin the Anime, episode 7. This was the best episode for me.
The Church of Aqua is
Bro.
back.
He prayed to Aqua. Megumin got called a lolly at one point. This episode was absolutely amazing, and let me tell you, we just gotta do it.
I love Hutao and Megumin. God,
Oh,
you're so
God.
hot. I love Hutao and Megumin. God, you're so hot. I love Hutao and
I love
Megumin.
Hutao.
I love Hutao and Megumin. I love Hutao and
God, you're
Megumin.
so
I
hot.
love
I love
Hutao
Hutao.
and Megumin.
The voices!
I love Hutao.
No! Hello!
I love Hutao and
They're gonna
Megumin.
cancel you. Well, he's gone.
No cap.
I think Megumin got him again, but
Good. I didn't know he was a Axis cultist.
Well, he's a cultist of some kind, that's for sure. Whoa, I don't know what that meant, but hey, we're here.
You
How
said
you
it.
doing?
I want to say, you are the one that said it, sir.
Holo, why would you say that? That's weird, man. Damn.
It's joke.
Also, Union is back. At this point, I just think they're a married couple, and Union is very undeserving. Does not need a terrible gremlin child like Megumin hanging around.
That was hilarious when Megumin was trying to recruit people to the Axis cult the whole time. And then she finally is like, screw all this, because the guy kept screwing it up. I'm going to do it myself. And then she does the whole, oh no, I fell and hurt my knee. You know, the Family Guy routine. And Union's like, she didn't even have to see her face. She knew it was her. She's like, Megumi, what are you doing? And then she rolls her up and she goes, Megumi, me. She's just rolling away. And Megumi's going, you. Oh, Chomsky missed you so much. And she seemed like she could be the least interested in Megumin.
I'm telling you,
It was too funny.
this show, I figured it out. They're trying to make us think Megumin and Union are a thing. They're doing it.
They're
going for
not.
it.
I don't think it does it very well.
It's subtle.
We
It's
see that they
very
don't
subtle.
walk.
It's clear they don't want to go. They don't want to do Yuri bait, so they're doing it very subtly.
They don't want to do Licorice Recoil.
Yeah, they don't want to. God, they don't want to have that on their hands.
I mean,
so,
Licorice Recoil went full Yuri bait.
probably one of the worst things about that series. Heck.
Yeah. Other than that, it was okay. Anyway, Megumin the series. It was pretty funny. I was entertained.
Yeah, I love this episode. I was literally laughing out loud. I was watching this at like 12 a.m.
I almost was thinking, I was like, are we going to see Aqua? But then I was like, oh, that's right. She has to be summoned to the Earth first,
Yeah.
or to that world first, so
Oh my
she's not
God.
going to be there.
And that guy at the end, the guy who wanted his smooch, he's like, that's so weird, but it's so funny.
Megumin's like, officer, what charges do you have against this man? And she was saying all these crude things like, I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure one of it was indecent exposure. And Megumin just, without fighting, was just like, take him away. Take him away.
What did you think about the episode, Satsuki?
The Axis cultist has to be the most deplorable group ever. These guys can't be around children. That is the biggest telltale sign ever.
Hey kid, you want to come into my van? I got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Come here, give me a hug.
They kept calling her Lollylicious.
Oh my god, I forgot. You're right, though. And Megumin's like, call me that again. Get a fist through the face.
Like, it wasn't just one character that said it, because the character that got introduced to us, I don't remember her name, but she was the one
Come on, girl.
that Megumin quote unquote saved the first time. She called her that, and then everybody else, when she got to the Axis cult, called her that too.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a phrase they've coined, Lollylicious. Hopefully that doesn't become a thing.
I hope not.
No, Hollow's making sure it's a thing.
Well, there goes my Sundays.
Freaking that priestess, she stole a lot of bread.
Yeah, I was surprised because I thought they were going to be poor based on that, but they're eating good in there.
Yeah, they're eating real good. She just like, bread.
She stole it for fun.
Bread. I guess, yeah. But was it the same officer that she was like, officer, these two people are pervs? But then she went later to arrest the other guy. I think if that is the same woman, she probably like talked to those two guys and they're like, listen, let us explain our story. And then they told her everything that happened, and then she was just like, I've heard enough. Let's go arrest this man.
Yeah, he needs to go. I just like how while he was getting arrested, the blondie's like, no, we have to save him. And the Megumin's like, do you really have to? And then they thought about it for a second. They're like, oh, no, we're good.
Nope, we don't have to.
He doesn't actually do anything. This whole code is so stupid. I want to know how they're making money. How can they afford that building? How are they making money? How are they surviving?
God, I have no idea. I feel like in the world of Megumin, or Konosuba, I should say, everyone is just fucking incompetent, and somehow the world still turns.
And dumb.
Incompetent and dumb, yeah, that's a really good
You know
way
what it reminds me of? You ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
I have not.
Have not.
Oh, such a good movie. I highly recommend you guys watch that if you have not. It's made by Mike Judge, the creator of Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill, so it's really well written. But basically, long story short, this guy travels in time, goes to the future where people are even dumber than they are in the future. And like, he's the smartest man once he gets out of this cryogenic state and everything. Anyway, if I imagine a world like in Konosuba, it would be Idiocracy, where it's just these dummies trying to run the world and how they make stuff happen. It's just, again, I suggest you watch it if you've never seen it. It's super funny. That's going to be the next Nakama Club.
Oh, damn. Speaking of, I already got my next 2 Nakama Clubs planned out. I already know what they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have to wait a few years, but let's go.
No, I mean, I'll tell you right now. It'll be Gundam, The Witch of Mercury. That's one of them. And the other is, what is it? Bastard, A Heavy Metal Tale or something like that.
Wow. I've never seen any of them, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm watching these 2 series and I'm like, oh, EA would like Bastard and Satsuki would like Gundam. This is perfect.
What
Yes, this is lots of it's got lots of things you really like. It's
Oops.
Well, it's got Yuri for one.
Oh, okay.
are you talking about Gundam Witch Mercury? Are you talking about that?
Yes.
I've seen people talk about it in my server all the time, so
Yeah, no, I think that's not the Gundam stuff, but the stuff around the Gundam. I think you'd really like it's got, I don't know, like this like Yuri thing going on. It's just a really good show. It's a really good show.
I've seen screenshots of it. It's bait. It's going to be bait.
It's not.
I can sense it.
It's not. It's not bait.
I can sense it. A presence I haven't felt since.
It is definitely not, which is a good thing. Harp says, is that the one with the gore and metal references? Yeah, Bastard. Bastard is basically like JoJo. That's the best way to put it. But it's like,
And it has metal references?
it's got
Sign
like
me
tons
up.
of metal references. It's I think like the kingdom is called like Metalliano or something. Metallicano or something.
You had me at hello. Let's do this.
I mean, it's definitely like basically it's like, I don't know if it's like JoJo. It's just JoJo, but instead of being bright and colorful and trippy,
And a
it's
lot of killing
violent.
dogs.
Yeah, a lot very violent, like fantasy, like something you'd see in Berserk.
Okay.
And it's based off like an 80s thing too. So, yeah,
All right.
that's my picks. Any final thoughts on the Megumin anime? I guess.
Super fun. I didn't know where the show was going to go, especially after the last one, because it was nothing more than just setup. And now we're part of the Access. Now that the Access is gone, it's like, what do we do now? I feel like it's going to be nothing more than just the adventures of Megumin and her creepy travels.
That's probably a good way to describe it. Yes, creepy travels.
Right. And the way the show's going to end, though, is whenever she meets up with the group she's eventually going to end up being with Kazuma and the gang. That's my prediction.
Yeah, probably. She had a out hard because her magic we already talked about doesn't translate to being able to do most jobs, and because she's a beginner adventurer, she can't take on those big jobs because they just don't expect her to come out alive from it. So, and then also, even if she does, she needs a traveling partner because then she's incapacitated when she uses her powers. So she's stuck in this weird area where she can't do anything. So, I mean, in this episode, she just got a job, a normal job, and then got fired in like 5 minutes.
Happens to me every time.
Yeah.
I remember one time I had a job interview, and I went. They're like, "You're hired," and I'm like, "Oh, cool." Left. Never took the job. Never showed up. So there you go.
What an interview.
Yeah, I really did it for the experience.
Do you mind if I ask what it was?
It was at it was like a Kroger's, or like a Food City, or
Okay,
like
so like
one of
a
those.
store, like a food store, grocery
Yeah,
store. Gotcha.
Yeah. It was right when I got out of college, I think. But anyways, let's now move on to our next show of the evening: Insomniacs with Sexual Tension, episode 7. Lots of Riz God going on in this episode. Also, a drop of the B word, the bimbo word. Didn't expect that to happen in an anime, especially one about sexual tension. I guess that makes sense, but it's Isaki's got a fucked up heart, so now it's really romantic.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what kind of makes the way she explained it about how she stays up at night because she's afraid when she goes to sleep that she'll never wake up. I mean, I don't know about you. I would have a hard time going to sleep after I do that. That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I mean, half of her heart is like, what is it, like paralyzed, or like doesn't work?
It doesn't move. Like half of it doesn't move.
I have a bad feeling about her. I have a feeling she's going to get to a point where she's going to get sick, and then there's going to be a Fault in Our Stars moment.
Uh-oh.
I don't... Or maybe.
Maybe that doesn't happen.
I want to say, Satsuki.
We get a crave. Saying.
Oh, no. We gotta...
Every show's going to involve Crave.
Yeah. It's always some gimmick with this guy.
Some will involve Sean.
Oh, no.
How could we forget Sean?
But, yeah, this episode, we see stars with friends. We got, yukatas. We got fireworks. You know, typical anime.
Yeah.
Festival stuff.
Stop, that's dangerous. I know what the fuck I'm doing, and then falling.
Well, I mean, what I liked about this whole reveal was that there were some clues for it. Obviously, the biggest one was the one we talked about. I don't know if it was last episode or episode before then, where she said that I want you to leave traces of me behind.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that was the big clue.
She is gonna die.
If you looked at the one episode where they were camping for like 3 days or whatever, there was a scene where she was taking pills. I don't know if you guys took note of that.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
No, I missed that.
Popping some
I
vodka.
thought she was just a
about to cure
user.
lupus.
No, she had some pills in like a small scene. When I read it in the manga, I didn't notice it. I did not notice it at all. But
Yeah, on
looking back at
purpose.
the anime, I've seen it again. But yeah, so we got that revelation, and we explained why she is an insomniac. So now it's just up to finding out what's going on with Ganta, because it seems like the series is giving
Yeah.
explanations as to why they are the
Got
way
a
they are.
massive, just a massive boner right now.
What? That's what keeps you up all
Christ,
night?
Keep it.
That's
That's
what
what keeps
him
them
all
up.
night.
He
what
probably
keeps-
did get a little, tight in the pants after getting that Magri ASMR.
Oh yeah, he was getting that ASMR and he was laughing like he was so giddy. He was just like,
I just like how they're not afraid to make these characters look like goofy teens, because that's what they are.
yeah. It's like your show that you showed us last time, Sasuke. I always forget the name of it, where they draw the animation, the anime.
Oh, Izoken.
Thank you. Those are the goofiest looking teens I've ever seen. But yeah, they are goofy. They do the goofy stuff. They she even cries and says, "Don't look at me, I'm ugly now." I'm like, that was something a teenage girl would say.
Feel that's something many girls probably would say as well.
Nah.
Just no. Just no.
Nah.
Well,
I mean,
all girls like to cry
Gan-
everywhere they
Ganta
go.
though was just like walked up to Isaki and was like, "Here's my room key."
I don't
Yes,
think he said that.
that's some confidence, right?
Where does he get these subtitles, Satsuki?
I don't know.
No, he hands out the key. He gives the room to his key, the key to his room or whatever.
No cap.
He's a Riz god. I cry.
Well, maybe Magri is getting karma for trying to steal that fan from her teacher.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. That's why she almost fell to her death.
God is smiting her. Thief.
That's what you took that fan. You shall now get. I mean, because the wind came out of nowhere. She's like, "I'm totally fine. Stop babysitting me. I'm a grown up." And then the wind just was like, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And then she fell and she started crying because she scraped her knee.
Yeah. And
It happened.
with them doing the viewing of fireworks on the roof. We got that little like montage of them just having fun and stuff, and you get to see Ganta just because like afterwards, Ganta's talking to Magri and saying how this is the first time he's actually enjoyed himself in a festival. And I think with his character, he's just not somebody who's super expressive and keeps to himself. So he doesn't do stuff like this, but because of the time he spent with Magri and her friends, he's being a goof. He's being expressive, he's making weird faces. I still have that screenshot of him he made this like the weirdest pose I ever seen. Well, we'll see if I still have that screenshot. But yeah, he's living life like Larry.
Yeah, on the roof. Marjorie, she even said that. Wait, is it Marjorie
Marjorie.
or Ganta, or Nganta, right?
Yeah.
Marjorie and Ganta. She what did she say to him? She said that it's because you're sitting next to a very pretty girl, and he was just like, "Yeah, it is." He didn't even deny it or take it back. He just kind of was staring at her like, "Yeah, I like you." Yep, that's it. Yeah, he
What's
said
fuck?
you're right, and then he didn't even like go, "Well, I didn't mean No, he just kept staring at her.
Trust me, if it was that one series, the series that shall not be named, he would have went, "Well, no, I it's the opposite thing."
Oh, you mean what would be the opposite name of the one you're referring to? It would be exchanging goods for the services of a person.
Purchase a boy.
That sounds very very that's an interesting way to describe that. Any final thoughts on this episode?
Gonta, that pose right there looks like Freddie Mercury. That looks exactly like Freddie Mercury when he in Bohemian Rhapsody. Right, that scene right there. That's beautiful. Any other thoughts? They're in love, and they don't know it yet.
What do you think about the whole radio thing that they resolved to do?
That was cute.
Yeah, because he decided that the best way to help her with her insomnia, was to talk to her on the phone with this radio thing that only they can hear back and forth.
Yeah, I thought that was really cute.
And that was another thing too. We kind of got some information about Marguerite because she was telling him about her life. So we found out she has a sister. Huh?
That's right. She's got a sister in college.
Single?
Mm-hmm. 4 years older.
Brave?
No.
So, C.
Oh yeah, she's also a bimbo too.
Come here, C.
A bimbo college sister.
Get your butt over here.
This sounds like normal C.
See,
normalcy.
They use the word bimbo, but I don't think because maybe bimbo has like a different
right. It's probably a loose translation or something.
Yeah, because I don't think bimbo is the right word. It has a different connotation with us, but
she's so smart. She goes to college. Oh, and she's a bimbo.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what word they used in the manga, but it wasn't that. I'll tell you that much.
I refuse to believe. I want Isaki to roll up and be like, "Hey, what's up, bimbo?"
No.
And then she just gets decked in the face. Anyways.
Yeah, it was super sweet. They should just announce that they love each other already, because come on, at this point they're dating.
Sexual tension.
Do you think we'll get a confession?
No. This is anime.
I think we'll get a marriage proposal.
No, they have to hold each other's hands last. Don't you know?
You're gonna die, Isaki. I gotta marry you.
Well, the pace of this series is pretty well. They're adapting to like 4 chapters an episode. So I think by the time this is over, they'll be at least to chapter 45. It could be even to chapter 50.
And does that mean it'll be caught up, or how many chapters are there?
Not even close. Currently, there's 118 chapters out, I believe.
Not even close, baby.
Yeah, not even halfway there, but the ending point would be very good if it's ending where I believe it's going to end.
Okay. Season 2?
I hope so, but I'm never confident with these things.
Yeah. I mean, Season 2's happen a lot more nowadays, so you never know.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get into probably a very, very quick and very short discussion on Demon Slayer Season 3, Episode 7.
Somebody died and then somebody pooped. The end.
This entire episode was like 2 chapters. It was nothing. like I know people have been complaining about this with this season, is that they're kind of taking their sweet ass time to get to these fights, but I mean they're at, like, there isn't that much content to adapt in terms of like its pace. Like, its pace is so quick. But I think this episode was really kind of where it showed that off in spades, where this season, where this episode really was just like, hey, let's talk about Muichiro's backstory, and that's really the only notable really thing that happened.
Yeah, he's been like drowning for like 3 weeks.
He has. Kotetsu saved him though, so he's a good boy. We also got Hagen Izuka. He's a handsome young man.
Can I say something about how he got saved?
Sure.
He breathed in CO2, which is not good for your body, thus he's dead.
You know what? Awful show. We're killing it. Never coming back.
Well, because he did that, he was like, I'm like, wait, is he actually gonna? And then he was sucking it in, and I was like, that cannot be good for him. But I mean, I guess you do what you better than nothing, and he broke out of it. I think it looked like he did anyway. It was at the tail end of the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, freaking Swordman. He just kept grinding the sword. He's like, nothing's gonna stop me from doing this, and he just kept getting whipped. He's like, nope, gonna keep sharpening this blade.
I think I figured out why Muzan always loses, because he has fucking dumbasses with these stupid fucking like. I'm sorry, but Yoko, absolutely idiotic. The dude was like, oh, I'm going to torture him and make him abandon his work. Cut his head off. It's
right, why not just kill him right then and there?
Yeah, it's the Austin Powers thing. Just give me a gun, I'll shoot him.
God. Right, just give me the gun, let me... Scott! No! You don't understand the evil business. Okay? Let Daddy do work.
That's the only flaw that I think this episode really has, is that moment. But even then, I understand like why he does it. That's the thing that I even have trouble like trying to explain, is like, just kill him. Just kill him. Like,
yeah.
At least cut his arms off. Like,
and then we have Tanjiro taking on, I guess, all the emotions put together into one.
That was cool.
All except for fear, I guess.
Yeah.
Fear is just a cockroach.
That was like another cool moment of this episode. I want to ask you this, EA and Satsuki. When the big evil guy was revealed, what is the first thing you thought of?
The other demon that had those bongos.
You, Satsuki, what did you think?
I thought the demon that appeared was a response to him. Like initially, I thought it was a response to him almost dying. I didn't think it was like some fusion or whatever.
Nothing
I thought.
Else. Okay, I'm gonna take you all back to a land before the internet existed. We call it. We're gonna take a step back. We're gonna take a step into the Grand Tour, so to speak.
Grand Tour.
Omega Shinron. He absorbed all of the demons and became Omega Shinron, right? That's kind of like the same thing going on here.
Kinda.
And
except I don't think Omega Shinron had bongos sticking out his back.
True. Also, way better than Omega Shinron already. Didn't have to do much, but
didn't have to do much.
Yeah, it's the Omega Shinron. Is what it is. What we got. Lightning Eagle says all the dragons. He did have balls in his chest.
Yeah. I think I don't know. It's not that much for me to talk about with this episode. I'll just say my favorite part was the swordsmith like not relenting and making the sword and being super focused while he was still being attacked. Even though I like that scene though, I still have an issue just with the upper moon. I'm not going to remember his name. With him arbitrarily going, I'll just have to break his concentration rather than killing him. He's been outright killing everybody, but this one guy, he's just like, yeah, I'm going to torture him and make him break down that sword. Put down that sword. because he has more concentration than I ever had. Like what?
This is literally a notice me senpai moment.
Notice me, hot swordsmith man. Look at me.
But I mean, I get it though, because he considers himself an artist and he's I guess he's jealous. That's what they're going for, but it's just we know why this is happening.
Yeah.
He's a Sindura.
You can't. He has to get that sword, and he's gotta make his comeback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, who's getting the sword? Is Tanjiro gonna get that sword? Is Miss
No,
Hashira?
I think
Marichiro.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get that sword? Yeah, and he's gonna fuck shit up with it. We haven't seen Mitsuri at all since
I'm starting to think.
like a long time.
I'm starting to think she's not going to be have too much of an important role. I think she's probably just going to be in a couple more fights and that's it.
Which is a shame because she was like front and center for whenever they
Well-
revealed they were making this arc.
Yeah,
But
that is the thing.
that's-
I imagine
that's-
I imagine they put her there because she probably has some like really big battle coming up. That's what I'm
Or because
thinking.
she got really big boobs.
That too. I also probably think it's probably an introduction to her. I think she's going to be in the next season. I don't know. I just get that weird feeling from her character where I'm like,
Well,
why would you
I'm
not have
curious.
this character? And
I wonder who's gonna kill who. Like, is any of the Upper Moons gonna die? Because if freaking Tanjiro does that all by himself without the help of any Hashira, he's already like 10 times better than all the Hashira.
I think Muichiro is probably going to be the one to kill the Upper Moon again.
Unless he dies.
Well, I think if he dies, he's going to die because of that. It's like
Yeah, because we know Hashiras can die in this world, so.
and as well, we did get some of his backstory in this episode. So that I don't think this is not like definite red flags for that, but it does, tingle my senses a little bit.
My sense is tingling.
So if depending on what the next episode is, we may have an idea of his future. But any final thoughts in this episode? Once again, really short, really simple. How much to it?
Ellie said a lot. But Sasuke is a battle of art. It's an artist's pride. No, it's for sensible reasons. Shonen women writing. Kishimoto writing this.
You take that out of context, it sounds like some like crazy ass Osmond Gold video where he's reading banned comments.
Good comments, Ellie. I agree. Is there anything else to talk about?
No,
Not really.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, not really. Just
Well,
good
Tanjiro ran out
animation
of
as always.
he ran out of that his sister's blood. So no more fired head technique.
Yeah, now the
Firehead.
Hydra's gonna come
hey
after
yo,
him.
girl, you got some of that fire head?
I think you're
That
going
was
to get
her-
the wrong burns.
That was her nickname on
Oh
the street.
shit! How old are you? Ah,
Her
damn it!
nickname was Firehead.
It doesn't sound like a good thing.
Well, I mean, you know how youngins nowadays are like, man, that shit fire.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Oh, true.
She looking like Sweet Tooth with that fire head.
She- Well, it's true. You could get an itchy crotch by the time you're done with that.
yeah. Stay away from Firehead, guys.
Words to live by.
All right, well now let's go ahead and let's get into Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 20. We're nearing the climax of this series. Me and EA were wrong. My poor
Shocker.
Arnhide has died, and in this moment when I watched this episode and she passed away in the arms of Einar, all I could say is, I'm never getting my crave, am I?
Damn you, see. But yeah, I was almost kind of upset because it showed as if she was gonna. I guess, as I always do, I look too far into these damn things. I thought that she was gonna stick around for much longer, like she was gonna live on. That was the wolf and that was the deer. But nope, it was. Is that the sound of war I smell? Yes. Good night. And then she died.
Hey, Leif. War happening where you live? Yeah, kinda. All right,
Take me
out.
me home.
I'm done. Garter, let me in. I'm coming back.
Garter and child. I don't remember your name. Oh, other child too, because she said that child was already dead when she died. How sad. The one she was carrying.
I think Albert's got it. I think this was a subversion of expectation, which is cool.
Yeah, sad. At least she got a proper grave.
Yeah. Yeah.
She got a grave. I love how Thorfinn harkened back to Vinland. Wasn't that something his father said to him?
I believe so. I think we heard it another time as well.
That's when I think we heard it, but it may have been one other time before. But I just loved how he was saying that, like, far off in the west or some foreign land, there's a place where there's no wars and no slavery, known as Vinland. Oh, yeah, it was so bittersweet. And now she is gone. And I guess before we get to the part at the very end, dude, Thorgil's a beast. Thorgil be messing people up, and I thought he was gonna kill Canute.
I at the beginning I thought, oh, he's probably gonna die or something, and then I was like, whoa, is Canute gonna die? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. He had his way with him, and he was just like, I wish I could play around with you more, but I gotta make this quick. And then the other guy, right through the wrist. Ugh, just sword through the wrist. That cannot be good.
Yeah.
Takes his only other good hand and freaking gouges the guy's eye out. Oh, so graphic. Like, yeah, this is a very graphic episode.
It was.
Lots of head cutting, lots of limbs and eyes being gouged. I loved it.
Yeah, it was an episode worth all of it to get there to it. I don't know what the hell I just said. That was English.
English me good no speak. But I also find it kind of interesting how even after Canute literally almost died by Thorgil's hand, he was like, I wish he'd come back and be a soldier again. I miss that man.
Yeah, I think it speaks to his pragmatism. He's like, to a fault, always thinking about what's the not necessarily the best outcome, but like
the outcome that he can manipulate the most.
Yeah, with emotion stripped from it, because obviously he's not thinking that, hey, this guy will hold a grudge against me because I'm trying to strip his whole family of this land.
He's a stand-up guy.
Yeah, so he's just like looking at everybody like pawns on the chessboard.
Yeah,
and freaking almost his downfall. You can kind of think of it like chess too, like a pawn moving to the other side of a chessboard.
Yeah, very true. Freaking Kettle. I think he's at death's door himself.
Like stabbed in the face.
Yeah, it didn't show what happened to him, but I'm pretty sure he got hit with something. But yeah, he's gonna die.
He's lost the people, and I think that's the most important thing. Now that they realize the power discrepancy between themselves and the John's Vikings and Canute's army, they're not going to fight again. And if they were ordered by him again to fight the next day, that would not go over well. There may be mutiny.
Fuck that.
Or they could just offer him up to Canute. Who knows?
Yeah, I think Kettle's fucked.
Yeah.
Because now he's killed Arnhide, the Crave Master. So there's only like I said before.
How many times have we heard Crave on this episode, Sasuke? How many?
I don't know. Too many.
I swear, it's almost a catchphrase at this moment. You know, Sea Tactics walks into the room and everything. He just goes, "Hey guys, can I have some Crave?"
I'm looking for that
And
sponsor.
then the laugh track's going. Ah.
Kellogg is gonna come. They're gonna contact me. They're gonna be like, "Hey, yo, we heard you like that Crave. You want your own special Crave?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
I wonder what that would taste like. Tastes like pity and shame.
Well, I guess if Arnhide's making it.
Oh my god. Lots of bruises. Sorry.
God. Oh God. But yeah, other than that, we also got Thorfinn. He's going to go confront Canute, and I love how Leif's like, Canute, or Thorfinn, you can't
Get your mind out of the gutter.
You can't do this, Thorfinn. He's too powerful. And Thorfinn's just like, really? Don't worry.
Hey yo,
I'll be
if
fine.
he wants to fight, I'm gonna go ahead and fight him.
He starts to Rocky.
Don't do it, Thorfinn. He's too strong. You know, if he wants to fight, I'm gonna give him a fight. You wanna break me down? I'm scared. Okay. Hey yo, I tried to give her CPR and she ended up being dead.
Oh man, that impersonation was great.
Thank you.
Oh man. What I really like about this episode was the big payoff that we got when it came to Thorfinn stopping Aenar from trying to kill Kettle, because it brings everything, like the culmination of the growth Thorfinn has experienced throughout, that we've seen throughout this season, was presented in that moment where he's stopping Aenar from becoming what he was in the prologue.
He's stopping the
beautiful.
cycle from continuing. He's breaking it.
Yeah. And it's
This is
happening
where the
right in
cycle
front.
stops.
It's happening right in front of the eyes of Leif. You got to remember, like, Leif watched Thorfinn grow up, so he's seen the good-natured Thorfinn, the Thorfinn that was just a kid, and he also seen at one point the Thorfinn who was lost, just consumed by rage, and then he saw another version of Thorfinn where he was a completely changed man. He looked in good spirits, and yeah, he just grew. So it's kind of cool that, like, Leif is also is the overseer in all of this.
Yeah. Yeah, now Leaf has to see him go away one more time to try to create peace, which I don't know if he's going to be able to do that.
We shall see. That's for sure.
Like, what's he going to say to make him change his mind? Hey, Canute, could you, like, not kill any more people and please give the money back and please blah, 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 blah? Like, what's Canute going to say? Okay.
Sounds like a right on deal to me, man.
Seems like a good plan. You know what? I hate being the king anyway. You want to be king? Fuck it. Here you go. Here's my crown. No, this is never gonna happen. I just don't know what's... Yeah. I feel like nothing's gonna happen. And, Thorfinn... Well, even if he does stop it, would they even let him go? God, I would hate for him to be a prisoner of war. Again. Or, was he ever a prisoner of war? No. it was the other way around. Wouldn't that be ironic? Canute was a prisoner of war with Thorfinn, and then Thorfinn then becomes a prisoner.
It would be rather poetic in a way.
Yeah.
A little ironic.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Other than that, though, any other thoughts on the episode?
This is one of my favorite shows. I look forward to Vinland Saga, and it never disappoints.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been disappointed once this whole airing. I feel like we don't have that much left as far as episodes now, and I'm just like, it's ending? Man, we've come so far. What else is gonna happen?
Oh, and we're definitely getting that season. This is getting fully adapted. I have no doubts.
If they don't do a season 3, I'm going to walk straight up to Mappa and WIT and all those other studios that are involved with this, and I'll say, Mappa, WIT, you get your asses out there and you make that season 3 right now.
You make that Crave, goddammit. You make it good.
Yeah. Don't listen to Seek. Go make that series.
Make it exactly like how Arnheid would make it.
With or without the Crave.
Full of love. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, very very emotional episode. The Arnheid death. It really got to me watching it. I'm not gonna lie.
So sad. She watched her husband die. She lost her kid. She got beat to death. And then that was it for her. How sad.
Yeah, and she gave up. Her choice at the end of this, all of this, wasn't to keep fighting. It was to just give up.
She wanted to go to... She wanted to live where there was no war. What better place than the afterlife?
Yeah, this world has taken everything from her.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she want to go to a place where there's none of that which could hurt her? And sadly, the only answer for her at this time is the afterlife.
Yeah. Very sad. Very sad. I really don't know what's gonna happen in the next episode, but all I hope is that please Thorfinn don't die.
And I think,
even though I don't think he's gonna, I think he's a huge part of Vinland Saga, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I just don't. I don't want that for him.
I think next episode, Canute's gonna take the farm. I think that's gonna be that.
Well,
and something else is gonna happen.
Well, I think with what him, going to try to see Canute kind of shows, him falling into the pattern with his father, who was extremely strong. He was so removed from the Johns Vikings, but of course his battle history and him being like this family-oriented man actually kind of helped his strength. I think Thorfinn is kind of in the same light because he was confident that even though they have 100 Johns Vikings, he would be able to get out of there alive.
Yeah, which is very, very confident of him.
I wonder if the Yams Vikings will be like, yeah, your father, a deserter. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make you a Yams Viking against your will.
No.
Well, remember, Floki's the one. Floki's the one who got his father killed. We talk about Aslan and his involvement in all of it, but Floki is truly the person who orchestrated it.
And wouldn't that be something if he found out right then and there that he was the reason for his father's death?
Ooh.
I mean, would he be able to keep his composure after that? Preaching the good word of, don't let your hate consume you and all that? Or, yes, of Jesus Cristo. And, yeah, that'll definitely make for interesting confrontation for sure.
And we shall see. Anything other than that? Shall we wrap it up?
think that's it.
Love this show.
Good show. Rest in peace, the Crave Master herself.
You're making Crave up in heaven now.
What? She's still slaving away even in heaven?
It's Crave. She loves Crave.
This time it's not for C. It's for
It's for her.
It's for the
her
kids.
hubby
It's for the
and her
kids. The kids,
Yep.
you know, they love Crave, which is true. They do love Crave.
And she doesn't have to crawl up in heaven either.
Oh. We don't know about that yet. EA, where can they spot you doing things artistically for others?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question there, C-Tactics. You can find me over at Everything Animated. I will soon have an epic return. Maybe in the next couple of weeks. Maybe in the next month.
Are we gonna have to get
I mean,
fucking Crash in here going, whoa, 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 whoa?
yes.
I'm familiar with
Yes,
that.
you are. Because it'll be time for the return of Everything Animated.
Yeah.
Maybe even, dare I say it, streaming-wise too.
Ooh,
I'm just saying.
killing them out here.
Yep, killing them softly with these songs. Living my own life.
I used to play
So-
that in jazz band.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So subscribe, love, share, favorite, hug, kiss, and always remember, don't take life too seriously, because at the end of the day,
Powerful. Well, as for myself, it's your boy Sasuke the Savage. You can find me on Sasuke the Savage YouTube, as well as Sasuke the Savage with a DA on Twitch as well as Twitter. On Twitch, I stream every weekend around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We play Persona 5 Royal, we play Ace Attorney, we play Pokemon, not really. And we'll probably play another game called Rain Cold by Team Danganronpa, which has caught my interest. But that's going to be next month. But yeah, we play video games, we talk sports, we do a lot of stuff on that channel. Tap into all those channels, follow me on Twitter. It's your boy. Peace.
As for me, tomorrow, Bento Chainsaw Man, we're finally gonna get the ball rolling on the actual goal for Bento. Once I'm trying to work on right now. My current vision for the channel is as Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and maybe some One Piece. We'll see, or not One Piece. One Punch Man. Sorry. Just because, just to see how it's not a serious thing. And also some Berserk as well. I forgot to do a video on the most recent Berserk chapter, but I definitely have it down in my my journal. So we're definitely going to be doing that too. But other than that, for this channel, lots more shorts this week. I don't know what in particular. But we're going to do more shorts, and hopefully we're going to do a re-upload of my 100 facts of AOT. I'm working on fixing up that video that came out not to my liking, so we're just going to redo it, and that's it. Other than that, I'm working on a Reiner video that may or may not come out this week. We shall see. Not, it won't. There you go. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming out. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I'll see you. We'll see you in next week's podcast. Bye bye.
Johnny.
later.